Hello and welcome to this special preview edition of a brand new podcast which launches this week, Golf Australia magazine's The Thing About Golf. If you're a keen player or even a self-confessed golf nut, you'll know that there are almost as many things to love about this game as there are grains of sand in all the world's bunkers. What we're going to do with this monthly series is to try to find out from golfers, both famous and not, just what it is that draws them to golf. My name's Rod Murray and I'll be hosting these chats, but to help me explain quickly what the concept is all about is one of my lifelong friends, regular golf partner, though not enough recently, and editor of Golf Australia magazine, Brendan James. BJ, as I think most people know you, welcome to the new studio set up here. Give the listeners a thumbnail sketch of what the Thing About Golf is trying to achieve.
Well, the thing about golf, I think every golfer has a story. And whether they're famous, whether they're club golfer, we're all drawn to the game for some reason. Usually it's for the fun of the game. Some of us are better than others, so that
yes,
the competitive fires burn. Yeah. But ultimately, it's the thing that binds us all together as one big golfing family is our love of golf. Mm-hmm. But that love is sparked by a whole range of different things, and I guess that's why we got down to the title, The Thing About Golf. You know, what is the thing about golf?
Yeah, it's an almost endless topic, isn't it? For some, it's the equipment. For some, it's the courses. For some, it's the swing. For some, it's the camaraderie. I know you started playing golf with your dad. For a lot of people, that's true. And I just came back from a trip to Bamboo. There was a father and son there, you know, playing for the 30th year.
Well, I've actually just written a column for the next issue of the magazine, which I asked the question, you know, do we put too much into attracting young people, mm-hmm. so under 15, into golf and miss out on attracting the mums and dads who are ultimately the first heroes a kid have. And that's how I started in the game. And I'm sure if you surveyed, you know, the top 100 golfers in the world, a vast percentage of them would be in the game because of a mum or a dad.
Yeah, some sort of a family connection. Interesting. I'll be interested to read that piece, but maybe going about it the wrong way. I like the idea. Get the parents in and the kids might follow. So this is just a preview edition, so just a couple of minutes. To give people an idea, we've cheated a bit. We've already recorded a few episodes to have them up our sleeve ready to go. I'm pretty happy with them. Tell people who we've spoken to so far and what sorts of things they might be able to expect without giving away the ending.
I think what you'll expect is they're all great yarns, and I think that's a key element of this series is that they are great yarns. You may not have heard of some of these people, mm-hmm. but they've all got a really good story to tell. They've achieved something in golf, whether it be as a player or a designer or a golf course developer. But they've all got a great backstory, and it's not always told in other mediums. And this podcast gives us a great opportunity to sit down and really delve deep into what their story is and what's attracted them to the game.
We focus so much on the golf sometimes we forget the people, don't we? That can happen.
That's right. Yeah, you kind of look through past the trees for the real story.
Indeed. Well, our first guest, which we did a while ago, but she's in America now. She'll be playing the US Women's Open this coming, US Senior Women's Open. An amazing story. A lady called Sue Worcester. Then who have we lined up after that? Not in any particular order, but we've got Richard Sattler, the developer of Bamboogle Dunes, Bob and Kathy Shearer together. And if anybody knows Bob or Kathy or Bob and Kathy, you can imagine how much fun.
Great dynamic.
That was fantastic dynamic, and they were terrific to talk to. And we've also talked to Paul Daly, publisher of Golf Architecture Books, and Tom Moore. So we've got a few in the bag, ready to go. Plenty more to come. But I think the slogan for the show, Beach, that if you want to get the call up to the Thing About Golf, the key is the story's got to be interesting. Doesn't matter whether you're famous or not. As long as it's interesting, you can get the call up.
Exactly. And who knows where this podcast will lead us as we venture down the road to discover more people and come up with more ideas about who we should talk to.
Which we're open to, by the way. If listeners have got ideas or people they'd like to hear from, make it feasible.
Absolutely. In fact, I've already had an email from from one reader who was suggesting a written story, but I think would make a great podcast about a member at their club who's 92 years old.
Wow.
Playing in the D grade championships.
Wow.
And it'll be the 75th time that he's lined up in a club championship, which has got to be some kind of record. But you've got to think that this guy, he's got to have a story.
Yeah. It's already a victory of the human spirit, regardless of what happens on the course, isn't it?
Absolutely.
And gives hope to us all. Well, I hope that gives you a bit of a taste of what we're trying to do with the podcast. We'd love to get your feedback after it launches next week. Look out for it monthly. I think second week of the month generally we'll be looking to release
It'll be around about the middle of each month,
Yeah, so we'll promo it in the digital version and probably the print version of the mag, where you can go to listen to it and subscribe to it if you want to get it every week. The subscribe is free, by the way, with podcasts. You don't pay. It's probably a bad word, subscribe, but that's the one we got with. And yeah, look, we hope to do, and we hope you enjoy as much as we're enjoying doing them, listening to The Thing About Golf. So thank you, Beej.
Thank you, Rod.
And we'll see you all on the other side.